Hello, this is RC Fun with Randy, and I would like to show you a new plane I purchased, and that is the HobbyZone Apprentice STOL or STOL, which stands for short, takeoff, or landing. And in that, it really is. And so my first journey out, I learned the plane, and I'm getting more comfortable with it. And I'm using this SLT6 transmitter, and I have the throttle cut on. You always want to have that on. See, I can't get any throttle, and that's for safety. When you're ready, you flip the throttle cut off. I have it in safe mode. That limits the bank, tilt up or tilt down for a beginner. So anyhow, enough of the talking. Let's get to the flight. Okay, throttle cut off. And it's nice to have a clear runway. Let's go. It is a nice flyer. You see how quickly it took off? And I'm learning how to fly it. It doesn't seem to do too bad in a mild wind. It has a nice wingspan for a beginner. And so if you're a beginner wanting to learn how to fly, I would highly suggest starting with this plane. It's very good, relatively inexpensive to get into the hobby. And you can go on HobbyZone's website and purchase this. I have another light trainer, the Duet, but it's not so good in the wind as this one. But I wanted to show you this one. And you let go of the controls, you can get level flight. Give it some elevator to get it up there a little bit. You want to be at least one mistake high when you're flying. Although I must admit I like flying low. It's just something I really like. So it's relatively windy. What a nice plane. I highly suggest this Apprentice STOL if you're going to get started. It has a brushless motor, and it really runs nice. I highly suggest it. And this is my first day out with this plane, if that tells you anything about the capabilities of this trainer. It is really, really good. I have to learn these planes, then perhaps I can get into the stunt flying with these planes later on. You want to come down, it's just good, cut the throttle some. What a nice plane. What a nice flyer. If you feel yourself coming down to the ground too fast, give it some elevator and give it some throttle. You're in control. Don't forget that. You're the one in control of flying your plane. Just like driving your car. No one else can drive it but you. Same thing with model aircraft. What a graceful flyer. The HobbyZone Apprentice STOL. Short takeoff and landing trainer aircraft. What a wonderful aircraft. And this is a soccer field in my area, and it's really nice to have the privilege to be able to fly out here. And you can just see What a nice plane this is. Look at that. You're gonna love this, guys. You need to go and buy one. You are gonna love it. It has big bush tires, so you can land on grass, not too tall a grass. I've been landing it on the pavement here my first time. And there we go. Cut the throttle. Let it drift down. And that shows you how good this plane can even glide. Now I have to give it some more throttle again. So it got pretty high and I cut the throttle. You can do the same. What an excellent plane, guys. The HobbyZone Apprentice STOL or STOL. You're gonna love this plane. This is a great plane, guys. Great beginner plane. I cannot recommend it highly enough. I really like this plane. And it's so graceful. And when you go to come in for a landing, you want to slow your airspeed down. Try to get yourself slowed down. Get yourself slowed down. You can hear that little brushless motor. I really love that little brushless motor. And here we go. And that is the HobbyZone Apprentice STOL. And you've seen that landing, and honestly, guys, this is my first day with this plane, so I'm just learning it. But anyhow, hope you get yourself one and have a good time. God bless.